Hey guys, it's Precious here, and as you've seen by the title of this video, this is going to be what to pack for college. And I believe all 30 of these items are very essential to like your residential life at college or just, academics. I know it does say like Upenn edition, but I think every college freshman can use this as a guide for what they really need and what they don't need for college. So yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Now let's get right into the video. So I got my iPad here. So first I'm gonna start with bedding and what you basically need for your mattress, because I feel like at the end of the day, when you're stressed with school, you do need like a good comfy mattress to come back home to. So first, obviously you do need a mattress topper, because most of the beds at Penn, they're presumed to be hard or like college, like not comfortable, not soft. But I do have an unpopular opinion about that. I moved out early, so I had to sleep on my bed without the mattress topper, and I actually liked it. But I do believe you should definitely get a mattress topper because we have different body types, and I think that's an essential because it makes the bed soft. Yeah. And you need a mattress cover. Basically, when you put the mattress topper on your bed, you need like a pad to like cover it to make sure it stays in place because it does move. And next, you need bed sheets. I would recommend getting at least two, so like you can use them like interchangeably. And then you need a duvet, a comforter. I don't recommend getting a queen comforter because I feel like a lot of people say that. So you can use it as a bed skirt and also a comforter. I feel like you do not need to get a twin. Just get a twin XL comforter and then you should be good. And also at Penn, you don't need a bed skirt because like under your bed, you have like two storage drawers under your bed already. It's two of them, so it's already taken like all the space already. So there's not like a lot of space for you to leave stuff to be messy and stuff. So you don't need to get a bed skirt. Next, you need blanket. You know, everybody needs blanket. If you're going for a movie night, just to make your bed look cute, homie, definitely get a blanket. Like it's worth it. One last thing I forgot to mention was a headboard. I did get a headboard because when I sit on my bed, I love to relax my back and my head. So a headboard was definitely a great decision for me. And if you're also someone like that, I would recommend getting a headboard. A lot of people get this one from Target, but I got like an actual one from Amazon, which was about $60. And I actually do not regret it. So if you want your back supported, get a headboard. That's pretty much it for bedding. Also for showers, get a shower caddy. I used like the net one. I didn't get like the plastic one because that just stores more water and compared to the net which dry fast. And for shower shoes, definitely get a shower shoes because the bathroom floors are going to be nasty and you don't want to be walking barefoot. Bathroom that like six people have used like water, their hair on the floor. You don't want that. Even though I know someone who did that, but you don't want to be that person. And and for shower shoes, I would recommend getting the one with the holes so like it dries fast compared to like flip-flops that they're able to retain water, and as you're walking from the bathroom to like your room, it's just leaving like water on the floor and people can slip. So definitely get the one with the holes because they dry fast. Yeah, moving on to like electronics for everyday use. Um Obviously first you need a laptop. I, I feel like you can't go to college without a laptop. Like that's like number one essential because most of the work you're going to be doing are online and you don't want to be going to the library all the time. And I know at Penn, if you're highly aided, you get like a free MacBook. So I think they have like a program to make sure everybody gets a laptop. And two, if you're a STEM major and you can invest in an iPad, please get it. Get it. Oh my god, it makes life so much easier. It's literally me, my iPad, and good notes against the world. Makes everything so much easier when I'm in lecture. I'm able to just open like the lecture, like the PowerPoints on good notes, and I'm taking notes as the professor's teaching. Like I'm taking notes on the say like the slides. So I think that's like the one cool thing about. If you do get an iPad, there's no need to get notebooks, like four notebooks, because freshmen can only take 4 credit units the fall semester. Definitely get pencils and pens because you're going to need them for your exams. But you don't need to buy a lot of school supplies because you're not going to need them. I took a lot of school supplies with me for my first year and I didn't use any of it except for the pencils and pen. So yeah. Also, get a book bag. I know at Penn there's like this um myth like people don't use book bags. A lot of people do use tote, but if you know you're not a tote person, get a book bag. There's nothing wrong with carrying a book bag. I love my book bag, so definitely get a book bag. If you're also, you need a water bottle. Please get a water bottle. I feel like everybody should know that, but please do get a water bottle. You're gonna need it. You're gonna need it because you're not gonna have access to a water fountain where you can just drink directly from. So you need a water bottle. If you're a STEM major, I would also recommend getting a calculator, especially if you're taking like, um, yeah, if you're a STEM major, get a calculator. I think that's pretty much it for like electronic, like everyday electronics for like academics. One more thing I forgot was headphones. It's gonna get loud. You're gonna be in like a lounge area where everybody is just talking. I feel like definitely investing in the headphones or AirPods, one of those. Like it's so helpful. When you're walking, you just want to be blasting music. Like when I walk on Locust, I have my AirPods in, just blasting music because I'm just trying to silence out the noise. So headphones or AirPods, if you can get one of those, definitely get one of them. Now moving on to like dorm essentials, like really, really like essentials. First I have a Brita. Okay, I feel like I lived in Repeat, and in Repeat we only had one water fountain, and it was like so crazy. I was in the lower level of Repeat, right? But then it was a floor down in the upper level, and it's like it's 2 a.m. I'm thirsty. Like I shouldn't have to walk that far to get water. And there was like 2 weeks. There was a time it was for like 2 weeks. They didn't change the filter. It was a red. Literally, they didn't change the filter, and we only had one. So definitely get a Brita because Brita you can just go to a bathroom, get water, it gets filtered. If you live in Repeat, get a Brita. I think the other college houses are not like that. I know um Du Bois does have like I don't really know the situation in Du Bois and Gregory, but I know Lauder has a water fountain on like every floors. I think Hill is also very much accessible for them. So if you're living in Reapy, get a Brita. Definitely get one. I think it's a great investment. Number two, fan. You need a fan. I think there's like a Wuzu fan. Get you one of those. There was like a period of time in the fall. It was still pretty much hot, but like not like summer hot. But it wasn't cold. So they turned off the AC, right? So it was hot. I know like my friends that live in Lauder, like they were complaining. It was hot because the AC was turned off and the internal regulation temperature just wasn't working. So definitely invest in a fan. It's gonna come in handy. I don't care if your room has great AC, get a fan because the AC is not gonna work one day. And you know you can't really regulate it. So definitely invest in a fan. An umbrella. Oh my god. I love my umbrella. I have a really like I love my umbrella so much. If you're getting an umbrella, make sure you get a big one like this. Get a big umbrella. Don't get the tiny ones that just covers your head. Like if it's raining, I want to be like fully protected. I want like myself and my book bag to be protected, whatever I'm carrying. So definitely invest. I think I got my umbrella for like $17. It was a great investment. I do not regret it at Walmart. So definitely get a big one. Get a big umbrella. Two, laundry bag. If you want a cute laundry bag, right? It doesn't matter. The laundry bag doesn't matter. It really doesn't. As long as something you get something to store your clothes and you can move it from point A to point B, don't worry too much about it. I would highly, highly recommend getting like the book bag ones. I have a book bag one. Get one of those. Those are so helpful, especially when you're living in a place with no elevator. Let's say you're living in Du Bois on the fourth floor. You cannot be dragging a laundry bag with a trolley. Like it's just too much when you can just carry it as a book bag and just go right to the basement. So get the book bag one. It doesn't matter. You just leave it at like the edge of your bed and you're fine. Don't worry about no. But if you live in a place with like elevator, I actually still don't recommend it because you're dragging it when you can just walk. When you can literally you just walk. Like so get a book bag, laundry bag. I'm gonna also link all of this um in the description box below. Okay, next thing is the air purifier. My roommate and we did have one, but I don't think it really worked because I got sick. So but I know a lot of people say it works for them, but maybe it was just the one we had. But I think it's definitely a great investment also. Next is air freshener. You know, you want everybody to come in your room and say it smells good. Like, you don't want it to smell weird. So I think getting an air freshener is definitely a must. Um, Mirror. So if you're like a girl, you want to get ready for classes in the morning, I would recommend getting like a mirror with like lights on them, like the one I have. So, just when you're getting ready, just to see what you look like. And I know, um, if you're not, I know Lauder, Du Bois, Gregory, I'm not. I don't think Hill does, but Lauder, Du Bois, Gregory, those three houses comes with like a standing mirror already, like a full body mirror. So if you're not living in any of those three, and you would want to get a full body mirror, I would recommend also doing that. And moving on to like electronics that you do need for your dorm. Um, so number one is fridge. If you're not living in Lauder, Gregory, and Du Bois, I am pretty sure you need a fridge. Also depends on personal preference. If you like to store food, if you're planning to like cook or do stuff like that, I would recommend getting a fridge. Because you're gonna get tired of eating at the dining halls and you just want to like freeze stuff up. So if you feel like you're gonna be eating out, leftovers and stuff, I would recommend getting a fridge. And then a microwave. I think a microwave is also a great it's also a great thing to get also. If you're not living in those three places, you don't get a microwave. So you do have to buy one. There's like a community one. I know in Repeat we had like one in like the kitchen that people use us, but like it gets dirty and you don't want that. So I would just recommend getting one for yourself. Next is a surge protector. So on my side, in my room, my side, like I didn't really have a lot of outlets. So getting like a surge protector really it helped me, be able to charge multiple things at the same time. So that is also an essential because the outlets placement be they're also very interesting. Number two is a lamp. So talking about placements being interesting. The light, the light placement in my room was just crazy. It was like, okay, this is a newly renovated house, right? Why would you guys go put the light where it is? Like the light just could have like felt like brighten up the whole room. It was like something blocking it. So 9 out of 10 times it's really gonna be dark. And again, if you're not living this, I'm not really sure about Stouffer, but I lived in Repeat and Hill. And also for Hill, the light placement is crazy. I remember when I first moved into my dorm, it's like why would y'all do that? Like why? So definitely get a lamp to like brighten up everywhere because you do need to see because it gets dark. And moving on to clothing. So for clothes, I feel like it really depends on you. I think it's a personal preference. Whatever, if you feel like you need to like pack all like your whole closet to make sure you have the stuff that you feel like you're gonna need, and you rather have them and not use them than not have them when you need them. I would recommend packing your own closet. I really would. But once you're moving out, you're gonna get a reality check. Like, okay, when I'm coming back next school year, I do need to, you know, I can't bring my whole closet again because it's gonna be a lot to move out. I did pack most of my closet, and moving out was just nah. It was not the fun. Like packing up my clothes was not the funnest. It wasn't funny at all. Now I know what to actually pack when I'm moving in the fall. So everyday sneakers, definitely get one of those, the comfy ones. I know a lot of people use Dunks. Um, Converses are not an everyday sneakers. A lot people also use like Hokas. Whatever that is for you, every day get one of those. Because if you have like an 830, like you just got out of bed, like you're now about to start like, okay, I'm gonna wear this today. I'm gonna wear this today. Definitely get something really easy to put on and just walk out of the house. And also a shoe rack. If you're planning to take a lot of shoes with you, I would recommend getting a shoe rack because you don't want everything to just be messy. And I think there are a lot of those on Amazon. Um, and I think the last category would be a first aid kit. Every freshman gets sick in the fall. So I did get sick in the fall. I had nothing with me, but I ended up coming home like my first weekend. So get a first aid kit and pain relievers, because you might have a headache, stomach ache, and stuff like that. Pack those with you, and because in the fall people start to cough, it's a lot. It's just so much that goes on. So I would also recommend getting like dayquil, nyquil, whatever you use for whatever your cough medicine is. I would also recommend getting that. And also for clothes, especially like for the girls, like party clothes, I would recommend getting like a few tops. Like parties. If you're gonna be outside every night, get like some cute tops. That you want to wear out, but you don't have to get like 20 tops. Like just get something you can always rewear and just like style differently. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have any questions, feel free to send me a DM, comment. I will make sure to respond and see you on the next one. Bye.